Hi everybody, welcome to Game Trade Media. I'm Rick.
And I'm Gretchen.
And today we are going to be doing the Town Hall Experience playthrough of Tiny Towns by Peter McPherson, published by Alderac Entertainment Group, also known as AEG. Gretchen will be doing what? What are you doing today?
I am going to be the mayor of a tiny town, and I'm going to build it and make it the best tiny town ever.
Nice. And I'm going to be going through the cards of the resources and playing them out. And speaking of which, the buildings and structures that you're going to be using today are going to be the following. We have the cottage, the bakery, the factory, the chapel, the trusty shed, as one always needs a trusty shed. And when you're tired and you don't want to go home, you can stay at the inn. And then finally, we got to feed all our individuals in the tiny town, so we're going to use the granary today. And there's one last thing that we need, that you're going to need, something secret that everybody out there won't know about until you reveal it. So
what's my secret?
Everybody will take their stack of monuments, shuffle them up, which I have done, and the players will each draw two, and then choose one.
All right, I'm gonna choose this one.
All right, there you go. And then once all the players have done that, you go ahead and put those away. So take a moment, pause the video, set up your board like this with all the structures that we are using, and we'll get right to it. So now you're all set up and ready to play. You've got all your structures, you got all your tokens, and everybody's got your secret monument card.
Secret.
Now let's go ahead and begin. So I'm going to start flipping the resources, and you draw them and place them as you need.
All right, let's make this the best town ever.
The best town ever.
I have my mayor hat on.
Are you ready?
Yes.
First resource, stone.
All right. From mayor hat to builder hat.
I like it. Your next resource is glass.
I definitely know where that goes on here.
Nice. Now, the third resource is going to be a choose your own. So I'm just going to take a card and place it face down.
All right, so I think I am going to take another stone.
Nice. Your next resource is brick.
Ooh, all right. I think I'm going to start up another little...
Ah, if you're putting it down there, I can see your strategy.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
That's
granary.
my mayor hat.
I see granary. I see granary in your future.
That's my mayor hat.
Speaking of which, your next resource is wheat.
Maybe you're correct.
And again, we are at the choose your own resource. Again, remember, you can pause this video at any time. All right.
chose wood.
You chose wood. Nice. Your next resource is just that, wood.
Well, you know what? I still have some things. Ta-da.
All right. Your next resource is glass.
Ooh. That's not on my list of any of the things that I wanted, but that's okay because we have strategy.
Do we?
I don't want that there.
All right, there we go. And then again, we are at the choose your own resource.
All right, so I am going to do this.
Okay.
And then with this little configuration here, I can build my statue of the bond maker.
Nice, that's a great one to have.
It's a fantastic one, and I love the frog statue. I feel like we in Game Trade Town are a frog people.
we definitely are giving homage to the frog.
We are. He has a sword. He's super cool. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to place him here.
Nice.
And this card allows me to bury other resources that I don't want to put on my paper by putting them underneath cottages.
If you have built cottages, which I see you have none.
I have none yet, but this is a strategic.
And we're early in.
Yeah, I don't want to just start building cottages willy-nilly.
I guess.
Make a strong town.
A strong
good town. This town
worthy of the
worthy
frog.
of the bond maker. Our bond is our town.
Perfect. You ready for the next resource?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Wood.
Wood. All right. So let's see what I want to do with that. Put that here.
Okay. Your next resource is wheat.
Ooh, and because of that, I now have a granary so that my people...
A what?
Granary.
A granary.
Granary.
It's all good.
I can speak words sometimes. I got really excited because now my people can eat food.
Yes, they need that. And also you need the granary to make taverns or inns where you can get the ale.
Yup.
So your next resource is, go ahead and choose your own.
All right, so let's see. Let's do this here.
And just as a reminder, if you do need to pause to catch up and place your stuff and kind of do your strategeries.
My strategeries.
Your strategeries, go ahead and do so. All right. Your next resource is stone.
All right, I am going to place this here. And I'm going to make myself a shed.
Important.
It's very important because what if I want to hide things in my shed that I don't
Sure,
want?
absolutely. Your next resource is brick.
Brick. Now I'm going to start up on that cottage.
Nice.
Now that I can feed my people and hide my people and bond my people.
Fully bonded. Finally, any choice of resource you'd like.
All right, so let's see. I am going to take one of these, and now I have an inn.
Nice.
So I have everything my town needs but people.
But people.
But people. But we're working on that. We're getting the cottages. All right, where do I want this? I'm going to place the inn next to the shed because I feel like they could use that.
I agree.
Yeah.
So once you've gone through all the resources, like I have, then you just reshuffle them up. And we'll begin another round.
Woohoo.
Yeah. This is probably going to make a lot of viewers go, no!
We only judge you a little bit here in Game Trade Town.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Minor judgment.
Only minor judgment.
Okay. So, next round of resource laying downs. Your first resource is glass.
Ooh, all right. So I'm going to place that there.
Next, stone. I think this is really already starting to like mess with your board. No?
Got it in my brain. I know. We are going the distance. We are making things happen here.
Okay. Your next resource is your choice.
My choice. All right. I'm going to go here.
Okay. Next, we have brick.
I wish I would have chosen a different choice. That's okay, though. That's okay. We're still good. We have plans here. All right.
Okay. Your next resource is brick or stone.
That doesn't align with my plans. Oh, okay. That could align with my plans. Yes.
All right.
All right. I have 3 different things in my brain right now.
Wow.
Maybe they'll work.
Let's see what happens because it is your choice.
My choice. All right. So I can take this and I can get rid of these.
Okay.
And I can make myself a bakery. And if that is adjacent to the granary, then it is worth more points.
Nice.
So that guy is going to stay there. We're good.
Okay.
So far.
Your next resource is wood.
All right. So let's see what else. I'll place that there.
Okay. Your next resource is glass.
Right. Place this one here.
I don't know what you're building.
I'm building magic.
Building magic.
Yeah, we make magic happen here.
We're now on choose your own resource.
Choose your own? All right, so I'm going to place that here, and now I have my very first cottage. So now my people
Yay.
have somewhere to live. And it's right next to the granary and the bakery.
Perfect. So that also means that it's going to be worth more points.
Exactly.
I like it. So your next resource is wood.
All right.
Next, we've got wheat. Wheat.
All right, and that I want to put here.
Okay. And now we're back to choose your own resource.
All right, so this, let's see. I put the wrong thing in the wrong place. But it's okay. We're still good. We're golden. We're golden. We have this. Place that there. Got this. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's all fine as if town is on fire.
I got this topsy-turvy, but it's okay.
Your next resource is glass.
All right. Place that there.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And
we just had some problems with our chapel.
Yeah. Your next resource is brick.
All right. So brick. And the only place I wanted to put that was here, but I can't. But you know what I can do?
I don't.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you. I have a house, and I have a statue of the bondmaker, and I can bury that under my house.
Perfect.
Bury my problems.
Bury your problems. Just down in the pit.
Down in the pit.
All right.
Yep.
Now we're at choose your own resource.
Woohoo! So I'm going to choose glass, and then I'm going to make myself a chapel.
Nice.
So now my people have an adorable little chapel that they can go hang out or get married in or do whatever. I don't know. What do you do in chapels? Whatever it is. That's going to go right there next to the shed, next to the inn.
At this time, I'm going to reshuffle the cards again because we're there. All the resource cards. There are 15 of them, in case anybody was actually wondering. And here we go.
All right.
So your next resource is brick.
Ooh, oh, right. Well, I still don't really want anything with brick right now. No, no. Or you know what? I can put it here. Okay.
There you go. All right.
I still have plans. We got this.
I'm really interested in knowing what everybody at home is building. You know, but obviously
I want to know if they're doing a better job than me at town planning, but that's okay.
Our next resource is stone.
All right. So how do I want to go about the stone? Let's see.
I mean, there's a lot of structures up here that require stone.
There are a lot.
But you don't have a lot of space to build those structures.
No, I don't. So it's kind of like Tetris in that aspect because I'm trying to figure out what would work best. But I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to make a well.
All right.
And sacrifice what was going to be another granary.
But it's not a well.
It's not a well. Shoot. It's not a well. It's a shed. Sorry.
And what's the cool thing about the shed?
The shed can go anywhere. It's not contained to wherever your cubes are.
Your cube resources.
So normally, whenever you build anything, it has to be where your cubes were. You have to choose one of those squares. The shed can go anywhere, and I'm going to use it to put right here so that I don't have a blank spot. That gives me negative points later on.
Perfect. So now we're at choose your own resource.
Yes. Woohoo!
All right.
And now I have another cottage.
Well, dang it.
Another cottage to hide things and bury my problems. I
love it.
I'm going to place that little cottage right here.
All right. Next resource is wheat.
All right, wheat, and that is going to go. This is getting difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
This is fine. We're still good.
Okay.
We're still good. I am going to place that here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next we have glass.
All right. And we'll place that there.
All right. And now we're at choose your own resource.
All right. So choose your own resource. I'm going to do stone. And then I'm going to create another inn. Because we are a town that likes people. We like having resources for our people and for all their friends. And
to come visit.
We host a lot of gaming conventions in Game Trade Town.
In Game Trade Town. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's what we do.
I can dig it.
We're cool like that, I guess. So we have to have inns for everyone.
Perfect. Our next resource is glass.
All right, so let's see what we have. left to do here, and I'm going to put that there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Next, we've got wood.
All right. Well, I have to figure out something to do with that stone. That stone is in my way.
It is.
So I'm going to put that wood there. I might have to make another shed.
You may have to. You're right.
Because it's out of the way. It's not really in conjunction with anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do?
I'm going to make that other shed. I'm going to make it happen.
Okay.
There's no space to put this shed
No, not really.
in a way that makes sense, but that's okay. I'm pretty sure that's going to turn into a shed. That's okay.
You ready?
We have to have sheds to put all our games.
Yeah, oh yeah,
with
as many
it's
games.
storage.
It's all storage.
It's what it's
and there's
for.
never enough.
No, there's not.
So your next resource is choose your own.
Thank goodness.
And remember, you can pause at any time.
Okay, so let's see what's nifty. I think I'm going to try to get as many cottages as I can out of this.
Perfect. Next, wood.
We're going to bury that
Nice.
underneath our house.
Okay.
Yep. Stay buried. Stay buried.
Your next resource is stone.
I can't bury that problem, but I can turn it into a shed.
Okay. So many sheds.
We have a lot of games.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Your next is any resource you choose.
Thank goodness. Okay. Now we have another cottage.
All right.
And we can bury more problems under that cottage.
Perfect.
All right, so that cottage is going to go there.
Okay.
It's going to surround that in. That's...
As it needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your next resource is a brick.
That's acceptable.
I agree.
We're going to attempt to make another cottage.
Your next resource is another brick.
We're going to bury our problems.
Okay.
That's the theme here. Game Trade Town is known for board games and
buried problems.
basements.
And then choose your own resource.
All right, that's woohoo. Ooh, this is tough because if I choose correctly, and the next card you pull is the card I need, I can keep going. But if I choose wrong, I'm out of basements to put extra material.
That's true.
All right, I'm gonna choose
Glass?
blue. Yeah, glass.
Okay.
We got this. All right.
And then we're
I
going
need
to
wheat.
reshuffle.
It's gonna be right. It's gonna be right.
And then all you can really hope for is
Wheat.
to build another shed. Which will be.
I'm a great mayor.
Which means there'll be at least one shed for every cottage and one for the inn.
Exactly. For all their board games.
That's a lot of board games.
Look around.
I know.
We need
It's
sheds.
crazy. All right, you ready?
No.
Here we go.
Yeah, low. Yeah.
Your next resource is brick. I crushed your dreams. But
In my town. Now they just have piles of brick and glass right in the center.
that's correct. So Gretchen is currently done with her board. So what we're going to do is I'm going to flip through a few more cards. All right? We'll go through the resources one more time. And then if you have anybody that's still playing, just take your personal cards out and continue to draw the resources. Okay? So your next resource is wheat.
What I needed.
It's true.
Oh.
Your next resource is choose your own. Next, glass.
I hope everyone else. I might have to redub this shed town.
Wood is your next resource. And now it is a choose your own resource. Again, you can pause at any time so you can do your strategies.
Strategies are important. They get you beautiful towns with buried
problems.
I
Next
hope everyone else is doing just as good as we did.
is stone. And then wheat. And we are back to choosing our own resource. Now we have wood again, wheat, and choose your own resource. We're getting close to the end, and I'm sure a lot of people have already completed their towns. So one of the things we'd like to say before we do get to the end of this, if you are done, and when you're all done, take a picture of your tiny town and send it to us. Put it on social media so we can see it, and hashtag tinytown. Your next resource is stone.
I need to get to see my neighbors and what their resources are.
Right. Stone again. And finally, choose your own resource. And that's pretty much it.
Wow.
I think what we need to do is we're going to take a break real quick, and we're going to score Gretchen's board.
Oh, no.
All right, so we scored Gretchen's Tiny Town. How did Game Trade Town do?
Well, Game Trade Town got a 16, and it's not negative, which can happen in this game.
Perfect.
So I think we did great.
I agree. And your biggest scoring group of buildings or structures was the cottages.
Yeah, that's because I had them next to the granary, and it kept them all fed.
Perfect.
And we hope you enjoyed playing Tiny Towns with us, and thanks to Peter McPherson and AEG as well. So head to your friendly local game store and pick up a copy and tell them all about this Let's Play.
I'm Rick.
And I'm Gretchen.
And we'll see you at the game store.